Hello dear students, I am Professor Kavita Guge. Welcomes all of you on All Exam Katta YouTube channel. In previous video, we have seen the total syllabus in detail regarding the project management. Now we are going forward. That is, we have to see what are the contents of the first unit, and we have to study the first content of that first unit. Now you can see here, for unit first there will be the 6 hours required. In that, the unit number first is fundamentals of the project management, and in that we have to see basic of project management. In that, first is the definition of project, the project life cycle, definition of the project management, need of project management process and its importance, the project manager, phases of project management life cycle, project management processes, impact of delays in project completion, essentials of project management philosophy, project management principles. And this is the detailed fundamentals of the project management. Now let's see one by one. What are the pillars of the project management? There are basic 3 pillars for the project management. These are: what is the project, what is the project life cycle, and what are the project management processes. As we know that for everything, base is very important. Like that, these 3 topics are the pillars for our project management. So let's see in detail one by one. First thing is nothing but the what is a project. When we heard the word project, nowadays it is a very common to use by everyone. Now, but basic thing is, what is the basically project? The projects are a mean to achieve strategic plan of an organization. This is some type of industrial or technical definition of the project. In simple words, what is the project in the project management? A project is defined as a sequence of a task that must be completed to attain a certain outcome. So I can say like that, a project is a collection of the tasks that must be completed in order to achieve a specific goal or the result. According to the Project Management Institute, that is PMI, the term project to any temporary endeavor with a definite beginning and the end. Depending on its complexity, it can be managed by a single person or the 100%. It means one person can handle the project or many persons can handle the project. As you can see here, one or more of the following strategic consideration give rise to the projects. Which are that considerations? First is the market demand, customer request, strategic opportunity or business need, technological advance, legal requirements. These are the some contents. Now we do projects because project make it possible. As we know that when we heard the project word, many students think that project developer is there, project management manager is there. Like that, there are some we imagine regarding the industrial perspective. Correct. According to this, the project is need, aspirations, vision, strategies which belongs to the projects, products, services, infrastructure, monuments, space research, bar factories, entertainment, media, earnings, growth, etc. A project can create a product, that is component of another item or end item, a service, a business function to support production or logistic, a result, an outcome or document such as R&D, research and development project, develops knowledge, market survey, etc. These things can be created by project only. Then some students think that what is the project, what are the operations? There are some difference between projects and operations, such as project are temporary and unique. As we know that each and every product has its own characteristics, that's why they are unique, but operations are ongoing and repetitive. Project never repetitive and operation will be ongoing and repetitive. The purpose of project is to attain its objective and then terminate. The purpose of an ongoing operation is to sustain the business. This is one of the important difference between projects and operation. The project has to project The purpose of the project is to attain its objective and then terminate. It means that if we decided something for some specific goal or result, once we got or achieved that goal or got the specific result, then we can terminate our projects. But in case of operation, it is not happen, because the purpose of operation is nothing but the ongoing operation is to sustain the business. Means we have to maintain our business, maintain our routine, or we have to improve by using that repetitive action, repetitive operation. The project concludes when its specified objective have been achieved. We already told that once our goal, our result is achieved, then we can specify objective. Once we got, then we can terminate our project. But operations adopt new set of objectives and the work continues. In case of operation, there will be modifications in the routine, in the project, in that operation we can modify the new techniques, and then we can continue that operation. Now next, what is common to project and operations performed by people? This is common. Limited by the constraints including resource constraints, plan, executed, monitored and controlled, performed to achieve organizational objective or strategic plan. These are the similar things between the projects and the operation, which are general things. Now, a project is the temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. As we have already said, the project is of temporary nature. It means that some projects produce a product or service for a particular occasions. For example, for Olympics, fashion show, Grammy Awards, and in for small level, if we take the example of your gathering, even some events like that. Certain other caters to an opportunity or market window that is short in duration. For example, sale companions for Christmas, Diwali, Pongal, etc. Project teams are formed as it begins and disbanded as it is completes. These are some characteristics of the project. Which are the characteristics of the project? We have to see. Characteristics of project are nothing but the first is nothing but the a clear start and the end date. We have see afterwards the characteristics. Each project's product is unique, hence it is characteristics that distinguish it must be progressively elaborated. That's why so much emphasis on processes called identify stakeholders during initiation, collect requirements during planning. These are the phases of the projects. In detail we have see afterwards. Right now just keep in mind these things. Why progressive elaboration? because the projects are temporary and unique. For example, project scope is high level in the beginning. It becomes more detailed as project team progresses and develops better understanding of project objectives and deliverables. Many people confuse it with the scope creep that happens due to poor scope definition, poor WBS formation, and uncontrolled changes. WBS is nothing but the work breakdown structure. We have to see this in detail in the next chapters. Right now, just keep in mind why the progressive elaboration is there. As I already said, projects are temporary and unique. That's why the project scope is high level at the beginning. As we know that at the beginning of anything, there will be the maximum level of the enthusiasm in the people or in any type of the business, any kind of the business. But it becomes more detailed as the we go inside and deeply. That's why many people confuse it with the scope creep that happens due to the poor scope definition, poor WBS formation, and uncontrolled changes. There are always a challenge in project. Nowadays, the competition is very large among everyone. That's why there will be the more challenges in a projects. It's called a project constraints. The constraints are like time, cost, quality, scope, risk, and most important is nothing but the customer satisfaction. Pushing too much in one direction causes a problem on the other. We can't push our project in only one direction. That is, if you decide you have to focus on only cost. If you think like that, that will be wrong, because we can't force our project to only one constraints. For example, time, cost, quality, risk. We have to manage all the constraints of the project: time, cost, quality, customer satisfaction, risk, and scope also. Now let's see the characteristics of the projects. As you can see here, there will be the four characteristics of the project. First is a clear start and end date. It means that there are projects that last several years, but a project cannot go on the forever. It needs to have a clear beginning, a definite end, and an overview between that, what happened in between that time period. Second is a project creates something new. Every project is unique, as we have already see. Every project is unique, producing something that did not previously exist. A project is a one time, never to be repeated exactly the same way again. Now, third is a project has boundaries. Each and everyone's there will be the boundaries, that means limitations. A project operates within a certain constraints. We have seen already: time, cost, customers requirement, they like that, money, quality, functionality, etc. Now last is a project is no business as usual. Projects are often confused with processes. A process is a series of routine, predefined steps to perform a particular functionality, expense, reimbursement, approvals. It's not one-off activity. It determines how specific function is performed every single time. These are all the characteristics of the project. Now, the diverse nature of the project. A project come in a wide range of shapes and size. It may be big, like the construction of the Hoover Dam, take years to complete and have a homogeneous budget. Next is the be small, like your weekend project of installing pathway in your lawn, or if on weekend you want to go to movie, like that it will be small. The project can be involve many people, like planning a wedding, function in college, gathering, farewell, freshers, like that. Adjust yourself means rearranging the photos in your wedding album, preparing notes, preparation for the exams. These are the diverse nature of the projects. Now, what are the limitations or boundaries of the project? Now, you can see here there will be the schedule, resources, people, scope. These are the limitations of the project. Now, what is the SMART project? SMART means specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and time for time limited or time bound. Now, what do I mean by the specific? Project should be targeting a specific aim or goal. We have already seen the definition of the project. In simple words, the definition of the project is nothing but the sequence of tasks or events that must be completed to attain a certain outcome, a certain goal, or certain result. This is the specific. We have targeting a specific goal or aim. Next is the measurable. It should be quantifiable. It should be measurable. Third is attainable. It should be attainable with available resources, not imaginary. Now, realistic. It should be realistic in nature, dreaming in fine, but we certainly cannot manage the dreams. We need some real things to be managed. Now, time limited or time bound. As mentioned earlier, there is a fixed time limit for any project. It means it will be completed in 6 months and it will be for 3 to 4 years after the all done. Characteristics of project: fixed set of objective, teamwork, life cycle, made to order, multi-skill staff requirement, subcontracting, risk and uncertainty. Now, what is the difference between the processes and project? In process, repeat process or product, but project is never repeated new process or new product. Several objective, one objective, ongoing or one short limited life. People are homogeneous, more heterogeneous. System in place, system must be created. Performance cost and time is known. Performance cost and time less certain. Part of the line organization, outside of the line organizations. Basis support of established practices. Violates disturb established practices. This is the difference between the process and projects. In simple words, we can say that product or process is anything we produce to meet the need and want of the end user, but project is the to is used to create any unique product, service or result. The product is something that we offer to meet their requirement, but the projects are temporary and have defined time boundaries. Products can be tangible items, non tangible services, or even computer software or applications. But projects run within the constraints of scope, time, budget, and resources. Organizations can have a variety of products in their product portfolio, but all projects are unique in nature and drive the change in the organization. This is the difference between the processes and projects, as we have seen already. Then, when is a project considered a success? When we said that the project we have achieved our all goals successfully, the short of it is that a project that is completed on time, and on a budget can be considered a success. However, a project can be evaluated on many criteria such as does it meet business requirements, it is delivered on schedule and on a budget, does it deliver the expected value and ROI, return of investment. What defines a successful project is likely to change based on the type of project. This is why it is important to define what project success means during the initiation and planning phase of the project. This is all about the what is project and basics of projects. Now next content we will see in the next video. Thank you all of you.